Waiting for some people to come on now. Oh, I'm jumping off for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I am back. I had to pause for a second to let Mom and Kerri know. Good morning. Joe on the go. Good morning. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Regina. I tried to do the dual live and I sent an invite link to my mother, and they were able to click on their end and it said waiting for host, but on my end it would not go past the screen to send a link. So I messed with it for a couple of minutes and it didn't work. But they should be joining in the chat. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Colleen. Yeah, oh, so I'm here with my grandniece Delilah. Put her in real quick. I think it's okay to put her in the videos. My niece Brianna puts her in her videos, so I think she's okay with it. Alright, I'm seeing something new on my end. Little crowns with a number 1. I don't know if that means you guys are like some of my top fans. Our top fans. Colleen has a number 2 after hers. I don't know what that is. There's Kerri. Amy says, hi Delilah, it's Amy. And she's got a number 3 next to her name. So weird. Joe on the go says, I'm out doing Spark. I think I'm starting to like Spark more than DoorDash. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely like Spark more than DoorDash. With DoorDash, I was doing a lot of shop and delivers anyways. And even though some of the stores like Stop and Shop would tell you what aisle to go down, you still had to like look for the item in the whole aisle. But with Spark, it tells you what aisle, what section in the aisle, and then which spot on the shelf that it's in. So you just look for that number. Occasionally, once in a while, it'll say location unknown, but you just have to use your common sense after that.
They get lots of follows.
Yeah, we're getting lots of comments. See, we're getting some hearts too. Everybody send hearts for Delilah. Wayne says, still must be in Bangor. Yes, I am down in the Bangor area with my niece and her kids. And my mother and Kerri are back up in the Holton area with my nephew Kyle and his kids. Jory's Game Bites. Hey, love and blessings. Keep up the amazing work. I wish healing on your family and health and anything that you're going through. I'm here for you. Stay blessed. Thank you so much.
Wait, how did I get this real one?
Oh, Wayne says the crowns with the numbers has to do with the number of comments. Well, you're still showing a number 1. Regina's showing a number 2. Nazar says hi. Carol says, Joe, hope Spark goes well this morning. Carol says hello, Delilah. Say hi to Carol.
Hi.
She says hi. Regina says hi to Kyle. Is Kyle in the chat? I know Kyle's home today. Today's his day off. Carol says hello to Nazar. Wayne says, I chatter too much. Oh, so it means you're the number 1 chatter. Okay, I get it. Maybe top supporters. I think so. Yeah, Regina, Carol, Wayne, Colleen, who else? Shannon have been on for almost since we started in September. Joe, you've been in for a few lives. The crowns are for when we were in order on commenting. Oh, okay. I see. So Wayne was the first comment. I'm showing Joe on the go was the first comment, and then Carol, then Regina, then Wayne, and then Colleen came in, and then Kerri came in, and then Jory came in, Nazar came in. There's Shannon. Hello, Shannon. She says, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" Hola. No, Kyle is in the living room, so he's not joining in on the live. I'm pretty sure he wants nothing to do with it. Have you been able to do any gig work down there? Yes, yes, I have. I've been working. So I asked my niece Brianna, I'm like, what do you need help with today? Do you need me to watch the kids? Do you want me to help you with any projects? And if she doesn't need any help or anything, I go out. So sometimes I leave at 7 in the morning and I'm out all day. So I've been working. Let's see, last Monday we didn't go live. Um, and I ended up going out early. It was like 7 o'clock, and I meant to make a post, and I totally forgot because I was busy. But I worked 11 hours on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I even worked on 4th of July. In the morning, we went to the parade, and then I went and worked for like 4 hours, and then came back and we got ready to go see the fireworks. So that was fun. And yesterday I went out about 9 o'clock, and then my niece called me and said, "Hey, we're going to the lake. Do you want to go?" And I was like, yeah, because it was like 90 degrees yesterday. So that was fun. And that's the beauty of doing gig work. You can just stop working when you need to stop or want to stop working.
I'm spinning around with a chair.
Colleen says, "How are you?" We're doing well. So little bits of changes. I'm down in Bangor helping my niece out for a little bit, and Mom and Kerri are still up in the Holton area. So I had a cold last week. The other reason why I didn't go live was because I had laryngitis. So I started with a cough, but I felt fine. I wasn't sick. I am a little congested, but I feel fine. I don't feel achy or fluey or tired or anything. I'm just congested. Um, I had a cough, and then I lost my voice, like totally lost my voice for like 4 days. And it came back, but I can feel it because I don't usually talk this much already. It's only been, what, 10 minutes? Um, so I can already feel it like starting to strain, but I got my, check this out. My niece Brianna collects like old stuff. So this is like a Tupperware cup. Tupperware from like 1970s. Isn't that cool? And I got water in it today. Shannon says hello to everyone.
Even kids.
Wayne says the crown rating can change throughout the live. Oh, Sheri retracted a message. Carol says, "Shannon, I'm doing well. Mammogram tomorrow. Good, Carol. Good, good, good. Mine's coming up. It was scheduled, when was it scheduled for? The end of April, I think. But then with all of the changes, I got it postponed to the end of August. So I got to go back to Rhode Island. So it's the end of August, but then my surgeon wants an appointment with me, and they didn't have anything available like that same day or within a couple days. So it's like a week later. So I'll be in Rhode Island for a week. And next week, I'm going down to Rhode Island too. My son's company outing is at Six Flags. So we're going to Six Flags in Massachusetts with my son Dylan, and my son Daniel and his girlfriend are going too. So that's going to be so much fun for me, spending time with my boys at the amusement park.
What if your kids have a girlfriend?
One of my kids has a girlfriend, yeah.
What?
Wayne says hi to Sheri. Sheri says hello, hello. Wayne says hi. Carol says hi to Sheri. Regina says awesome job, Dawn. Hi, Esther. Esther just came in. Hello. Shannon says, always a good time, Carol. Praying all goes well. Joe on the go says, that's what I love about gig work. Going to Oklahoma Friday for 4 days. Then my family is going down to Georgia for a week and a week and a half in August. Yep. I love to travel. I love to travel. I can work anywhere. Wayne says, go live using sign language. I didn't know you could do that. Esther says, glad that you're feeling better. Thank you. Oh, Colleen says she's very sick right now. Colleen, hope you feel better. Regina says, hope you get back to 100%. Regina, how are you doing? Did you get any information on why you're going into anaphylactic shock?
You're talking a lot right now.
I am talking. See, even Delilah's like, you're talking a lot right now. I don't usually talk this much, do I? Nope, she's loving it too. Carol says, thank you, Shannon. Andrew, Dallas, Texas. Hello, Andrew from Dallas, Texas. Regina says, I remember those. Andrew retracted a message. Sheri says, Dawn, you there? Obviously. Andrew retracted another message.
Yeah,
Carol says, Andrew, how is Dallas? Andrew's waving hi. Shannon says, praying you feel better soon. Colleen, sorry you're so sick. Colleen says, thank you. The split screen is a work in progress. So let me tell you what happened. So I set it up. I scheduled it. And then I swiped the button over, whichever way. Swiped the button over so that to invite one person, send this link to one person. And so that screen came up. I copied the link, sent it to my mother so she could log in on her phone. And I couldn't get past the screen, that says send a link. And every time I tried to back out of it, like it would say abandon live or something like that. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So I kept like swiping out of it and trying to go back into it, and it kept doing the same thing over and over. So I was like, well, maybe I have to wait till 10 o'clock and it will like go on. So I waited till 10 o'clock and tried again, and it did the same thing. And so my sister and Kerri were able to log on, and it said waiting for host, but I just couldn't get past that screen, so I had to start over with a new live. Andrew's saying hello. Shannon says, feel better too, Dawn. Man, you've been working some long hours, girl. Glad you're taking time to go to the lake and spend time with family too. Yep. So, I mean, I only worked 42 hours last week, so that's, you know, a regular full-time job.
You have lots of friends.
I have lots of friends, Delilah says. We do have lots of friends. Actually, I'm going to put you down for a second because my nose is actually starting to run, so I got to go get, like, a tissue. Hang on. You can look at the ceiling.
We don't have tissue.
Wait.
We don't have tissue this week.
No, but we got paper towels. Here's Delilah. All right. Hopefully the phone doesn't fall. All right, let me go get something to blow my nose. Okay, I am back. I don't know what Andrew's saying, but he keeps retracting messages. Shannon says good morning to Sheri. Colleen is thumbs up. Andrew again, Dallas, Texas, Texas, USA. Yeah, oh, Dallas, Texas. Yes, yes. Is that Texas, the floods in Texas and those poor girls at the camp? That's so heartbreaking, like very heartbreaking. Todd. The cat was scratching the plant stand, which is made out of sticks. I'll show you. That was actually Kerri's, and then Brianna took it when they left their house. Brianna inherited the stick plant stand. Shannon, she's got a crown. I feel so special. That must automatically be assigned. I'll have to look that up. Delilah is too cute, says Shannon. Too cute. All of Brianna's kids are adorable. Daisy, Denver, he's a cutie. Carol says, Andrew, I am a native Texan, Virginia now. Carol, I don't think we all knew that. Hi, Penny. Penny's here. She says hello to everyone. Regina says, no answer yet. Very discouraging to not know. Have you had any more episodes? I haven't really been keeping up on Facebook or anything, so. Carol says hello to Penny. Yep. Wayne is sending prayers out to all the flood victims. Sheri says a Zoom meeting may work. A Zoom meeting, actually, I was thinking about doing a Zoom meeting so that everybody could, log on. What do y'all think about that? If we set up a Zoom meeting, would you all log on? Show your faces. We can all talk to each other, and see what each other looks like. I know Colleen does lives. I always miss them, but Colleen goes live often. And Colleen is friend of Dashers and More, if you don't know.
I'm looking at water.
Colleen is waving. Shannon, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. She is too stinking cute. Thank you. Even Carol says you're a cutie. Wayne says, after this live, I have to go down to church and analyze why our church didn't go live yesterday. Are you the tech guy for your church, Wayne? Colleen says, so awful. It is. Oh, Dallas is not the hill country, thankfully. Well, that's good, but still,
Daddy,
Texas.
Put my hair into a ponytail.
Put her hair into a ponytail. All right, let's see.
It's so no cats will drink that.
Hopefully we don't get copyrighted for, what is this, Gabby?
Gabby.
All right.
The last thing. This piece too.
Do you want a ponytail or a bun?
Bun.
I'm gonna have to stand up.
It's because everyone would say, "You, her cute in her bun."
Yes. Oh my gosh, Daisy usually wears her hair down. She hates having her hair up. And her mom put her hair in a bun yesterday for the beach. And Kerri, she looked just like you. You know that picture? Wait, was your hair down in that picture? But there's a picture of you with a bun when you were little. And Daisy looks just like you with her hair up in a bun. All right. This is going to be very messy. Oh no, the elastic broke. I had it on my hand. Let's go get another elastic. And I'm not letting go of the ponytail. I worked so hard to get it like that. Wait, there's some right here. Wait, there's pink. Alright, let me move. Let me squeeze in. Everybody's looking at my butt. Huh. I'm not used to doing this backwards. Let's see. How's that look? Wait, it's not up high enough, is it? I might have to start over.
Again?
Yep, I didn't put it high enough on top of your head.
Very correct. My hair looks like it just got put in that spot. Look at it. It just looks like a triangle like a slide.
We made a mess of it, huh?
Elastic in your mouth.
Just for a second.
It actually looks pretty nice.
Alright, now we have it way up here.
Look how much followers you're getting. I mean, how much...
Are we getting lots of comments?
I have no idea.
I have to go back and catch up. Let's see, how's that? Oh, messy bun right on top of the head. How's that look? It's not perfect, but it's something.
It's like a bun.
Alright. Is Marley with you? Marley is with Mom. Mom is taking good care of Marley. Carol says, I was born in Comanche, Texas. Kerri says Marley is with us. Shannon says hi to Penny. Oh, I gotta catch up on these comments. You spilt my water? Oh goodness, good thing there's a paper towel right here. Okay. We had a little spill, little accident. Shannon says hi to Penny. Mom says, you need to talk to Marley. She is on her way out. What? She wants to run away? Or is she dying, Mom? Carol says hi to Cass. Cass says hi to Carol. Shannon, I'd log into a Zoom with you all. That would be neat. Awesome. I'm in for that, Wayne says. Carol says Zoom would be fun. Wayne says, one of the 4 of the tech team, our version of the Fantastic Four, for those familiar with the Marvel comics. That's awesome. Cass says, in the swing? In the swing? What's in the swing? Sheri, do you have a picture of Daisy with the bun? Yes, I do have a picture of Daisy with the bun. I will send it to you. Shannon says, Cass, how are you? Shannon says, LOL, Wayne. You are a man of many talents. Oh, Wayne, I got a video to send to you, too. The parade, they had little mini cars But then after the little mini cars, they had little mini Mack trucks. And these guys were like all older guys, and they were having so much fun, like zooming around in their little mini trucks. I tried to send it to you, but the video was too long, so I think I have to like share the link with you out of my Google Drive.
Auntie, look how fast I'm going.
Oh, Amy says she's planning on doing some foraging videos.
I want to do that.
That would be fun, Kerri. Wayne says, glad I have short hair.
Why does Mom don't really cut Abby?
Regina says, I'm back, Dawn. You know what? I've talked to you briefly about that still going on. Keep my daughter in your prayers. Yes, everybody, we need to pray for Regina's daughter. She's going through a tough time. Wayne sends all cool emojis. Shannon's looking forward to Kerri's videos. Mom says, hey everyone, Kerri and I are partners in crime again. We are looking forward to seeing your partners in crime videos. Yes, honey.
Can I have a snack?
Can you have a snack? Yeah, you can have a snack. Wayne says, she looks great. Kerri says, Marley is laying on the bed. She probably hears my voice and is like, that's my mom. Wayne says, hi. Carol says, hey, Kerri. Regina says, hi, Sheri. Kerri says, hi, Wayne. Sheri says, Kyle is mad at her. She is not the friendliest. Oh, Marley. Yeah, we got some... I don't want to say anything too soon, but we may have some more changes and
help open this. I tried to with my key.
May have some more changes. Stay tuned for that.
Open me.
I have the crisps. Graham, here's the snack. Hang on, I gotta open this package.
I got side on me. Dad said it doesn't really matter if I have candy.
Oh, why don't you wait a little bit?
Why?
Because I can't watch you outside the window while I'm doing this. So just wait a little while. Unless we can go outside. We're gonna go outside.
Really? All of us?
All of us. All of us, we're all going outside. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. You're allowed to go outside without your shoes, aren't you? You can wear them, whatever. It's all good. Oh, hope I didn't lock myself out. All right, we are outside. Outside in the yard. I'm going to sit on the picnic table, I think. It's bright out here.
Yeah, I did the same bit.
Prayers are being sent to Regina's daughter. Wayne says, look for 4-leaf clovers. There are so many clovers on the ground, too. Deanna, good morning.
Ah, spider!
Oh my gosh, there's a spider.
Walk away. Is it coming right next to me?
It's a deadly spider. Deadly spider. He's trying to bite me with his little mouth. I heard. I think Kerri told me this. Daddy longlegs are the most poisonous spider, but their mouths are too small. They can't bite you. Shannon says, yay on the return of partners in crime. Carol says hello to Deanna. Mom is sending prayers. Wayne says, Sheri and Kerri, partners in crime. You'll have to wear bandit masks. Shannon, all of us are going outside. Yeah, we're all outside. It's a beautiful day. A little bit of overcast, but that's actually a good thing because when the sun is like, when there's no clouds and the sun is blaring on you, it is, I'll be honest, it is Florida hot here on the hot days. It's crazy. Shannon says, good morning to Deanna. Carol says, nice space. Yes, they have a very nice yard here. It is, I don't know what the temperature is, but yesterday was almost 90. The day before was almost 90, and it feels like it's going to be 90 today. It's muggy. Wayne says, that is what I've heard also about the daddy longlegs. Yep. We'll have to look that up. Shannon says, that's crazy about daddy longlegs. That's one I'm not afraid to pick up. Yeah, me neither. That's why I picked it up. Wayne says, fortunately, it cooled down into the 70s. I don't know if I got my speaker. I might have had my finger on my speaker. What? Did you say something about your shoes? No? Wayne, what did the temperature get up to there? I guess everybody had a heat wave, right? Some places were up over 100. I think in Rhode Island it got up to like 108. What? Going to get your water? Okay. Just going to get her water. Let's see. Yeah, so I have been here for 2 weeks. I've been down here with my niece and miss my mother. And my mother went to, y'all know I dropped Kerri off down in a couple hours away. So my mother went down and picked her up. Cass says, where's the other kids? Are with Brianna. Brianna had an appointment this morning with the 2 kids. Jake's working. And then she's going to run some errands. So it's just me and Lila hanging out. If Brianna was here, she'd be on the live too. Wayne says a blistering 92. That's not too bad, Wayne. Carol says, yep, part of Virginia got to over 100 for 3 days. That's too hot. Shannon says, still hot here in Ohio. Even though it dropped 12 degrees today, the humidity is still 87%, so it feels hotter. Yeah, I don't know what the humidity is here, but it's, I'm already starting to sweat, and I'm not a sweaty person, and I'm starting to sweat. Ooh. Mom says we had a huge tree down in the middle of Hodgdon Mill Road. Mom, did you see the damage in Rhode Island? Oh, and something, the Christopher's awning got ripped off the front of his building. The high humidity is the killer. Yep, it sure is. Yeah.
Can I go get my tablet?
No, why don't you wait for your mom to come home? Because she usually waits a little longer before you get to go on your tablet. So let's wait. I don't want to cross any, I don't want to break any rules.
It's this on the table.
I'll tell you what, after I get off the live, I'll message your mom and ask her if you can use your tablet. I want to double check with her first, okay?
Okay.
All right. Warren didn't have electricity. Yeah, I saw that on the town page. The rainstorms that we had rainstorms all New England, the whole New England area, from Connecticut, Rhode Island, all the way up to Maine. Lots of wind. Oh, it was raining so hard. And then yesterday it was a beautiful day. We went to the lake. And then after the lake, I had some time, so I went and grabbed an order from Walmart, and I got done delivering it, and I was up like on a I wouldn't I wouldn't say a mountain, but kind of like just a hill where you could see the horizon, and I could see like the clouds from so far away, and I could see the rain coming down, and there was just this one area that was like big black storm cloud, and I finally got closer and closer, and then you could see, as I got closer, you could see it was like a wall of water. It was just so misty, and I was like, oh, there's the rain. And then as I got closer to it, it just started like pouring on my car. I had my windshield wipers on full blast, and it was still like I couldn't see it. By the time I got back to the house, there was a puddle, rainwater like streaming down the sidewalk, but it was like 4 feet wide. It was crazy. Virginia says, so glad I was able to jump on this live. I know sometimes you miss it. But you're usually working. You're usually working. I saw right before I got on this live, I saw Christian. Um, he started making videos. He was live right now. So we won't see Christian in the chat, I don't think, because he's working. Carol says, portions of North and South Carolina hit flooding from Chantel. Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that. The hurricane. Wayne says, ask an old UPS driver. I ate breakfast this morning. If he knew anything about roadie drivers for UPS, he was clueless about it. He retired too long ago, I guess. Yep, Roadie does UPS deliveries. I have the Roadie app, and I throw that on every once in a while, but they like, the stores are like a half an hour away, and they're offering like $7 for 45 minutes. I'm like, no, I don't think so. Delilah back there in the background. Jumping. Let's see, what else? Mom and sister, what you guys got going on? I wish I could have got you guys on video. That would have been so much fun. All right, so a Zoom. When would be the best time for a Zoom? At night, on a weeknight, weekday, morning, weekend? What do y'all think? There's a website that I used to use when I was doing working on the seafood projects I used to work on, and I was meeting with a lot of people. There was a website that we used to use so that we could all figure out when the best time to meet was. It's called When to Meet. So maybe I'll set up a when to meet link, and I'll post that in our community post section, and everybody can put in their availability, and then I'll try to figure out the best time from that. Yes, Spark seems to be the best platform. So down here in Bangor, so up in Holton, I was doing pretty well. The offers were really high paying, but they were going a lot of miles, but I did really well. But the offers really didn't start coming in until they did that 2 o'clock drop for the GMD. Before that, I might have got one order between 11 and 2, maybe 2 orders. So I was sitting and waiting a lot. And then after 2 o'clock, I'd do the GMD run, and then I could work until like 7 o'clock. Yeah, honey. I'm going to sit right here for right now. Lots of flies over there? Well, there's lots of flies outside. So I was kind of limited with my schedule. Like I had to, I had to wait until 2 o'clock. So here, I can go out at 7 in the morning, and by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I've hit my financial goal for the day. So I can choose to keep working and make more, which is what I've been doing. So I'm trying to make as much money as possible. Because got some expenses coming up. I'm trying to pay down some credit card bills. We're trying to save for property, to buy something. And what else? Something else I was going to say. I forget. Anyways. Oh, and winter's coming. And I don't know how winter's going to be up here. I probably, when the weather's bad or if the roads are bad. And I know some of these places that I'm driving down, like some of these back road, dirt roads that I'm driving down, I don't know if my car's going to handle that in the winter. So I may be working less in the winter. So I have to make as much as I can throughout the summer and the fall until it starts snowing. Let's see. Sheri says, Erin's post office. Zoom tonight, please, she says. Well, I'm gonna be working, Mom. So let me send out a link, and if you and Kerri want to go live tonight, you guys can go live tonight on your own. You guys can go live anytime you want. Wayne says, I'd try it at this time just to test it out. Wayne says, or whenever Sheri wants. Same as up in Holton. Just explain that. Carol says, no Saturdays. I do a lot of volunteer work on Saturdays. Wednesday or Thursday evenings are generally free for me. Regina is in. Weeknight is good with Regina. Wayne says, snow and cold. Shannon says, yep, evenings are good for me. Really anytime, so just let me know and I'll get there. All right, so evenings sounds like it would be good. So what time? Like 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock? What do you guys think? I'm caught up with the comments. Let's see, what else? That's it. I've just been working and hanging out with my niece and the girls in Denver. The baby. He's so cute. He finally started walking, and now, he started with a couple of steps, and then I said, I was like, within a week, he's going to be like running around the house, and he's already running around the house. Carol says, 8 p.m. I start getting ready for bed. Mom says, Kerri and I are sleeping by 8 p.m. Yeah, I'm usually getting home. I've been working until like 8 o'clock, 8:30. So, but not every night. But again, I'll send out when to meet, and we'll see if all of us can get on a same day and time. But all right, guys, so I've been on for about 45 minutes, and my voice is really starting to strain. So I think I'm gonna end this here. Kerri and Mom, if you guys want to go on live and keep chatting, that would be awesome. And then people can see your faces. And
I have my tablet.
I'm gonna message Mommy in a moment. Well, she heard me say we're getting off, and she's like, "Can I have my tablet?" Look at her. She's sweating too. So we're going to go back inside in the air conditioning, I think. So, all right. So I will set up a when to meet link, and I'll put that in the community post shortly. I hope everybody has a great day, a great week.
Oh, I'm going to go inside.
She's going inside. And we'll see you in the next live. And yeah, all right. Thanks for joining us. Love you guys.